last left our heroes, you had just finished having a very nice conversation with the landlord and Roland, and you were going to go investigate some more of the fire occupants, and then perhaps the gas leak occupants later.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Haven't fully committed.
Believe you were deciding whether or not you wanted to do the first floor apartment or the third floor apartment, which were the two that you had left.
Let's go check out that first floor, I think, yeah, for while we have it.
Sounds like a plan.
First floor it is.
All right, you approach the first floor. It is apartment 109. Do you knock on the door?
Yeah.
There's no answer.
Touch the handle at the back of my hand.
It's normal temperature.
Awkwardly open that door.
I assume it's
Locked.
locked. Yeah.
Okay.
Are there
That's
any forward-facing windows?
Yes.
I'm just gonna do a little peek. See if anything's going on in there.
What you can see through the blinds doesn't look like anyone's home.
Okay. No lights on. No. Nothing.
Nope.
We might leave this one then because I don't want to. Nothing else to do.
You hear a scampering noise behind you.
Do a quick little turn.
Up from the little management house, up comes Roland, rushing over. I'm sorry. I realized some of the occupants are at work, so I have a thing of keys for you. Here you go. I need to go check back in with Mr. Norman. You have a good time. He's rushes back.
Thank you.
That's a good thing we didn't do breaking and entering. Now we can just do entering.
Yeah, now we can break it. We can do a little legal B&E. So who did Roland give the keys to?
Probably you, Kitasha.
These keys are so tiny in my big, beefy hands. They're probably just normal sized. Kitasha
They might
will.
have been a little big for Roland, to be honest.
A lot of things are big for Roland. Kitasha will unlock the door.
Okay.
And push it open.
Yeah. Door opens just fine. You don't see too much. You can see a couple, like, coats hung up on the wall. Regular, just kitchen table. Dining room connected to a little living room. You can see a little bit of burn markings behind the sofa. There is a hallway back into a bedroom, and then off to the side for a bathroom, and that's about it.
Are there burn marks on the back side of the sofa, or is it just behind the sofa?
As you look, it doesn't appear like the sofa itself was burned, just the wall.
Can we see any of those, the handprint or anything, any like specific insignia like before?
You're not seeing anything just at base perception. If you want to
Okay.
start looking around at specific things, just let me know. I'll tell you what to roll.
Okay. I guess I might have a look around at specifically the other things that were notable in the other apartments. So looking at the closer at the pipes, looking at the actual, I guess, burn itself to see whether I can see if it's. Yeah, there's
Okay, are
anything
you
like
moving
that.
the couch out of the way?
I think so. Yeah.
All right, Joe, give me a strength check.
Let me know if you need a hand.
All right. Let's see if that energy's got it today. That's a natural one.
You dislocate your arm trying to move that? Like, what happens?
Joe is me for real, for real.
He just pulled his back. Like,
You do twinge your back a little bit, and you go, oh. You had to sit down for a minute.
I will not sit down
Heavy
on the couch.
right.
I mean, good luck. I don't think anyone's going to be moving that anytime soon.
I got you, Joe. That's a 20. Not natural.
With Joe! Wait, Joe, did you say you were sitting on the couch?
No, I said no.
Oh, I was gonna say even with Joe, but no. Mako goes over and quite effortlessly moves the couch. You assume maybe it was the angle you tried to move the couch at. You kind of just went for a corner and tried to pull back, and it just didn't give you the leverage you needed. Mako's able to move it though, away from the wall.
Don't worry, Joe. There was a little dip in the floor and it was stuck.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I probably loosened it. All right, let's have a look at this wall.
All right. You can see that the scorch marks are coming up from a little air vent at close to the bottom of the floor. It's just along the edge of the wall, kind of just above where baseboards would be. There's not baseboards in this apartment. It's they can't afford baseboards here.
All right. So it seems to have come from the vent somehow.
Like the ignition was in the vent, or
I don't
like
know.
how fast? It's just like I don't know what Mako would even know about like these kind of systems, because like that feels like a lot of gas to be coming out at once. To be caused to do that, I don't know.
Can I like get closer to the vent and just try and see if I can like detect anything or maybe smell anything? Like gas
Yeah.
in the air.
Yeah, you can go for that. You do not smell any gas. I'll give you that for free. As you look in the vent, you can see another gas line is passing through this spot.
Okay.
You don't immediately spot anything wrong with it, but you're looking at it through the vent, so you can
think-
roll to investigate it further.
Yeah. Do you think we can pry this vent off just so I can get a bit closer to the pipe? It might help us figure out some stuff.
Is it a prize, or is it just disassemble? Like, are there like is there like screws and rivets, or is it rivets something like that?
As you look at it, you can see that it is, again, this is not a fancy place. It kind of is just cut into the wall and has a little panel that goes out of metal that holds it to the wall. You can just pry your fingers underneath and pull it out.
Nice. Okay.
Yep. Would it take more than 10 pounds of pressure to remove it?
No.
No? Okay. Cool. So Kitasha will use Mage Hand to take off the wall. Because it's a
Kitasha
cantrip.
ever so cautious as we go through this.
Listen, someone
Very
got
nice.
attacked by a rat.
That's true.
These are desperate times.
And then that rat got punted.
Yeah.
But yes, you're able to remove the vent, and anyone could roll an investigation check to take a look at the pipes.
You know what? I feel lucky. I
Yeah.
feel lucky. Let's see, with my -1. So that was a natural 20.
Woo! Okay.
Move to a 19, but still.
Nat 20. All right, Kitasha. Are you ready for this?
Da-da-da.
As you reach your hand in and feel along the pipe, because you can't quite see what the back of it is, you can feel definitely where the metal has been melted down to cover up. From feeling it, you can tell that this was opened with a heat ignition and then resealed up. You assume that it must have had the gas turned off, because otherwise the gas would just ignite as soon as the heat came up to it. So this must have been a very slow process of someone turning the gas line off, heating up this metal in order to open it, setting the fire that happened, and then resealing it.
So this is 100% arson then. There's no accidents going on here.
I mean, unless somebody didn't know what they were doing and accidentally turned off the gas main several times to accidentally ignite a fire. Accidentally.
Accidentally.
Yeah.
Accidentally.
It sounds quite unlikely when you say it out loud.
Hmm.
All right. Is this one a functional repair, or is it shoddy like the last one?
Shoddy like the last one.
All right. Let's. I mean, we have our data here, so let's. Is the only way to access this from the inside from the vent here, or is there like a space in the wall on the other side to be able to access it?
So as you're looking through, especially with that nat 20, yeah, there is actually like a crawl space that each of these pipes are through. It is not big enough for Kitasha to fit, but probably human and smaller could fit in here.
Okay.
So
Do we
anyone
know-
the
do-
average human height of 5'8" or smaller.
Yes.
Do we know where access to this crawl space could be?
um you're not 100% sure, but it's probably going to be some basement level that Roland might know where it is.
Okay. Yeah, let's before we fix this, I want to see it from the other side to see if there's anything else we can see.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
You guys do that. I am going to drop Mage Hand and just do a bunch of prestidigitation in the area behind where the couch was, just to clean it up a little.
Oh, this is so nice of you.
Nice.
I mean, it's a cantrip, and it also might ingratiate us a little bit more.
Mhm.
All right.
are any of the keys that Roll gave us labeled crawl space or something like that, or are they labeled at all?
The only ones that appear to be labeled, there are several on there that are not labeled, but the ones that are labeled appear to be apartment numbers.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright.
So let's go talk to Roland again, get access to the crawl space, and then that could give us some more information. We could also see who has access to the crawl space.
I mean, I can create some lockpicking tools if either of you are good at lockpicking. Would you like to try that?
I don't. I don't even think I've ever seen someone use lockpicking tools, so I'm not 100%. The guy, like,
No, actually, no, that's fair. Realizing
I
now
mean,
why that's fair.
yeah, the most proficient lockpicker I know doesn't even use those tools, so.
All right. Well, let me know if you want me to fashion some.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I guess we could speak to Roland first. But that would mean he's currently speaking to the landlord, and I don't want to speak to the
Yeah.
landlord.
We might go check out the upper level one just to kill some time and see if there's anything else we can figure out up there.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, you want to go up to room 306?
Let's have
Let's
a look.
go.
Alrighty. You guys can climb up the stairs. No one stops you. You see as you're passing the second floor, you see that gnome woman peek through her curtains at you kind of nervously and then close her curtains again as you walk past.
Tasha will do a little like, hello, as they go up.
She'll lightly do that and then close the curtain.
She was the suspicious one, right?
She was the one that had a burn mark on her.
Yeah, this is this one.
She was the snitch. Let's be real.
Recently
Yeah, she
initiated.
was the one that called him. She called Norman.
She's the neighborhood watch lady.
All right.
What do you do as you approach the door?
Start with knocking again. I think it's probably wise.
Knock. Once again, there is no answer.
Okay.
Peek through the window.
Yeah, through the window, you're not seeing anyone. It's probably unoccupied right now.
All right. We'll insert the corresponding key, and then as we open the door, we'll be able to say, "Maintenance. Anyone home?"
No one answers you. This is
All right.
good. Look at how good Mako is being here.
Our
Alright.
model student.
Yeah. All right. As you enter in here, you notice nothing out of the ordinary. Looks like the same setup as the last apartment, and you are not immediately seeing any scorch marks.
Can we hear any rats?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. 11 plus 4. 15.
If you bend down and listen really close to the crawl space areas, you can hear a little bit of skittering, but not much. You also do not notice any gas leak smell.
All right. Let's check where the vent was, and also it was also connected to the stove. The other one, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was one that was connected to the stove. You also had been informed that the gas line does help with the heating areas, so anywhere in the apartment that could be heated, as well as the heating was currently being used to try to do some nice indoor heated water. Very new, very, very fancy.
It's like being back in Britain.
Where it's very new and very fancy, I know.
Just kettles. All right. Let's I guess split up and look for clues. See if we can find where the burn is coming from. The fire. Wait, Michaela, what?
Hercules is Scooby. Who are the rest of you?
I mean, clearly Katasha is Fred.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. Katasha's
Is
Katasha
Fred.
has big himbo vibes.
Yeah.
So, what is Mako Daphne? And then, I guess I'd be Velma.
Sure.
I guess so, yeah, because Joe doesn't talk about food enough to be Shaggy.
It's true.
Clearly,
He's
this
not,
is all the hard-hitting D&D content
Yeah.
everyone
It
watches
is.
the channel for.
Exactly.
Also, that makes sense because Joe's a smart one.
Yeah, it's the intelligence base, looking for actual clues and knowledge or whatever. Yeah, I feel
It's
like.
okay. You'll get your Shaggy eventually.
Wait, do we have a secret fourth member of the group we don't know about?
Is this like
Is
that
it
fourth
you?
Powerpuff Girl sister?
Is it Michaela all along? She was the other player.
That's a secret clue that'll come into play later.
Later.
All right. Would you all like to give me investigation checks as you look around the apartment?
Yay.
Yeah, sure. Sounds like
I
Sarah's
guess.
home.
Woo.
Hey,
Oh. Sorry, I messaged Chase and I was like, hey, gonna be Flex home? And then he just didn't respond forever.
oh,
And so I was like, you know what, Dennis? Every single day I come home to work and Ray goes, hey, I put it on the night report, and then he leaves. He just screws off an hour before the end of the shift. So you know what? I think we get in trouble.
that's fair.
And if I do, I have a bit of a fit. There we go.
All right.
So I'm so safe is a joke.
Yeah.
A joke. It's like,
Legally,
you watch
it's a joke.
5 seconds, 10 seconds, 20, or 40 seconds. It said 10 seconds. It's supposed to be 20. That's a straight up lie. Also, it was like, oh, how long is food okay to be out in the danger zone before it's thrown away? 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, or 4 hours? How long is it? Because there's a very clear answer.
Is it only an hour?
It's 2 hours is what it's supposed to be. It said 4. I'm like, I'm gonna fail this test because I care too much because somebody's got to. Jesus.
These AI be wildin'.
For context, Sarah's currently studying for a 8-hour serve safe class.
Yes.
Because since she's on the manager level, just the basic like food handlers card test is not sufficient.
Now, if you're a manager, you're allowed to know that food's allowed to go bad before it's away. Continue to serve it, I guess. Who knows?
Who knows?
Good news.
Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
That resident was really lovely.
Higo. Also, Chase is on one now. He's like, I want all of the trash cans to have a name, and they have to be on a workflow. Then your job is to put in trash A6 today, and then we'll have a client. Just tell them to get the frick trash. You just look at you make eye contact, and you go, "You trash. I know you know how." And then you walk away, and they do. Or you just go, "Oh, it's overflowing onto the floor." Sometimes I don't even have to say anything. I just look at somebody. And I look at something that's wrong, and I look back, and they're like, "Are you really?" And I'm like, "I am." And then that's it. You don't even have to try.
Canonically, can there be just a neighbor called Sarah that just walked up and needed to vent to us, like what's going on in her life? I think
There we go.
that'd be really cool.
Good neighbor Sarah. Sarah, good
Yeah.
neighbor.
Yeah. Good neighbor Sarah. No.
Just as a reoccurring character.
Yeah, Sarah's a reoccurring character. I love this.
Unless she's the Shaggy.
She works with food.
She works with food.
I
Alright.
don't know. Shaggy doesn't really work with food unless he's eating
True.
it.
True.
All right.
He also eats like
Move
dog
into
food.
The
So
honorary fourth member of the party making me Shaggy
What?
because Elliot is Velma. I'm Daphne. And Anna is Fred.
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 Yeah.
Am I Shaggy though?
And
You're the closest thing.
apparently the closest.
I feel like Shaggy had stoner energy and went crackhead. You guys can decide what you want.
Alright.
All
Our
right.
party
so-
Shaggy deals with food and has to chill at all times.
Oh. All right. Kitasha is currently thinking about these characters from a book, thinking we definitely need a Shaggy. As she's trying to look at some of the stuff, but she's getting really distracted by it.
Listen, Uncle Neural read a lot of those 5-minute bedtime stories, and they always had the same characters.
Yeah, it's the ancient archetypes. There are exactly 5 members of a standard adventuring party, and they all always act the exact same way.
Yeah.
True.
And never delineates. Tradition demands it.
All right, Mako is gonna go ahead. Which areas of the apartment would you like to look at?
I'll check out the. I'll probably check out the stove or the cooking, the kitchen.
Yeah. For that area, you're not really noticing too much damage or anything. Normal wear and tear for a kitchen. You kind of pop back, kind of look for the vents. You don't notice anything along the gas lines or anything. You don't smell anything. Joe ends up going into the bathroom area where he sees that the tub is scorched.
Oh.
Oh, proper Victorian.
The underside. Yeah.
I'll call to everyone that I found it.
Someone's tub got a little too lit.
Sometimes you can have, if you just put on just hot water without any cold, this happens. It just sets fire. It's just the water is too hot.
For some reason, I'm immediately reminded of those Victorian bed frames that have an
Bathtub.
oven. They have an oven underneath them.
I was thinking more like the Victorian brass tubs that they would preheat before the water got in, and they would just boil people alive in their pursuit of cleanliness and heat.
So, what? Yeah. Now you can tell your story.
Hello, Shaggy.
That's fine.
Okay, so have I told you about Malachi?
Maybe I don't
So
remember.
he's cocky and he thought he could get away with stuff, so he was stealing.
Oh,
And then his coworkers ratted him out, and then he was being watched, and then he almost got caught stealing, and so then we had to huddle out. Hey, I don't know if you do this, but you don't steal. And everyone was like, we don't steal. Oh my goodness! And Malachi was just there turning red the whole time. But today he's like, hey, so I told somebody something, and they said I have to tell you, and then you would know what to do about it. And I was like, oh, of course. They ratted him out so hard because he didn't know. They got him in so much because he was like, so I've been having diarrhea all day. And I'm like, oh. And he's like, I just don't really feel well. They said that if I talk to you, you might be all right with me leaving a little early, or maybe you had medication. I'm like, so you actually have to leave right now and can't come to work tomorrow. And he's like, what? So I shouldn't have told you? And I was like, no, you should have told me, but I do think it's funny that your coworkers didn't tell you what would happen. He's like, you said you would help. And I'm like, I am helping. Get the hell out.
Sarah, good neighbor, Shaggy, housekeeping.
You can't work with diarrhea, man. I'm like, what?
You hear this conversation happening from a wall away as the neighbor continues on ranting about her stories of working in a kitchen.
In her speaker stone.
It's
Sarah,
true.
good neighbor.
Sarah, good neighbor. Sarah, best neighbor.
yeah, I'm definitely leaving this in the recording.
So good. No last names are mentioned. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, last name is good neighbor.
Good neighbor.
I'm sensing
State
a spin-off podcast just with Sarah. It's just set in the D&D world, but it's just Sarah ranting.
It would be great. Genuinely. So good. Alrighty, continuing with the tub.
The tub. Alright. Yeah, I call everyone in. So does it appear to just be like on the tub or having come from one of the pipes? Like, can I detect a source, an origin?
Oh yeah, you don't even have to roll for it. The way that this tub works is very much like the Victorian style of it's kind of like a little pilot light underneath.
Okay.
And it looks like the pilot light must have gone crazy at one point. It's not on right now. There's a little valve to turn on the pilot light below.
Okay. I don't want to turn it on necessarily to don't want to cause any more issues, but it seems like that is the origin of the problem. Alright. I don't know if either of you have any more ideas about anything we can do in this space. I mean, we can see where the burn is coming from, but I'm not aware that there's much that can be done about it.
Well, like I think we still should check if like it went crazy definitely, but like is it because of a damage or is it just because whoever was using it turned it way too high?
Okay. That's fair.
Kitasha shall attempt to look and see with her special eyes if there's anything else in here. Because, I mean, her investigation was a 3.
Yeah. They're very special eyes.
Very special.
The
I'm
tub
pretty
is
sure.
very pretty. It's got those neat little lion feet.
Oh, the paws.
Yeah, but they're copper and they're kind of oxidizing a bit, so they're kind of like a brownish green.
Mm-hmm. Actually, Katasha is not going to be looking in the bathroom. I'm pretty sure it's very crowded in there.
Mhm.
If these are cheap apartments with 2 people already in the bathroom.
Yes.
Yeah, so Katasha is instead going to try and like follow the pipeline to see which wall it would kind of conjuncture with. If it's the same one that she cleaned up that was behind the sofa, or if there's a different one.
You're not 100% sure without going in the crawl space, but you think it connects to the one that goes out into the hall and into the bedroom?
Aha. In that case, Kitasha will go into the bedroom.
Pretty unkempt. Bed wasn't made when they left. Doesn't look like they, got removed in a struggle like our poor dear lizard folk friend. Just seems like they left for the day. Kind of left it a mess. You can find the vent that is where it is the little pipeline is hiding, just to the right of the bed.
Okay, Kitasha will, I'm assuming there's clothes on the floor, so Kitasha is going to step gingerly around the clothes.
Yes.
To go over to the vent.
Yeah,
and
go ahead.
peer at it.
Yeah, go for it. You want to roll me some investigations or perception checks?
Perception. My rolls are much better with perception. Because I get my extra d4. Boop. Okay, that is a dirty 20.
Alrighty, you can remove everything and start checking out the pipeline. Doesn't seem to have any damage. Just connects. You can kind of, looking around, see that, yeah, it probably does connect to the one in the bathroom. And there's also a small pipeline as you're kneeling down that does connect to a heater underneath the bed. But yeah, otherwise you can kind of see that it keeps going down and then ducks further into the crawl space.
Clarifying question. There was on our way up to the apartments, there was some sort of boiler room Was that like an separate building type of situation,
Mm.
or
Yeah, the boiler room. So the boiler room is kind of set in between the two apartment buildings. So currently, all of the fires have taken place in the left building. Then there's the boiler where you can see some of the pipe work goes underground and then connects back up into the apartments. And then there's the apartment building complex on the right where it has been all the gas leaks.
okay? Kitasha will I'm assuming she was more or less planking, looking at everything. So she's just gonna get up and step gingerly around the bedroom until coming back to Velma and Daphne in the bathroom.
Mhm.
Well, there wasn't much in the bedroom. It looks like everything goes to either to a crawl space or a boiler room.
It does sound like we need to get access to that crawl space then.
Mm-hmm. Also,
Do we want?
we don't even need to bother rolling. Why don't we just search for some exterior doors or exterior, like, yeah, just exterior doors that might have it.
Alright. Well, while you're doing that, I will try and fashion a lockpick just in case that doesn't work. It just takes me a little while.
All right. Well, Mako, let's go ahead and let's look for this mystery door.
All right.
All right.
Want some investigation checks?
Yeah, let's get another set of investigation checks if you go as you leave the building to look for this.
All right. I'm gonna add a D8 to that with my maneuver. All right, that's an 11 total.
Okay.
You know what?
Both,
That could have been worse. That was a 14 from Kitasha.
yeah, both of you notice as you leave the apartments that kind of around the corner, more towards where the boiler room is, that building, you can see a maintenance door.
Perfect. All right. Let's systematically try every key that is unlabeled.
All right.
Yeah. Why
Show
so?
me a d20.
17.
All right. It only takes you 2 tries to find the correct key.
Nice.
Yay!
And you're able to get the maintenance door open. As you go inside, you can see a little bit of the pipe work going up and kind of splitting off in different areas. And you can see a little door that opens up into the crawl space down kind of. I'm trying to think of the best way to put this. Yeah. So there's one base to the floor. There is another one if you were to take a ladder that is welded up along the wall to an upper level as well. There are 2 separate crawl space entrances.
Well, the upstairs one, I don't think we're as concerned about. But let's check out the bottom floor one because that's the one I was most interested to begin with.
Mhm.
All right, let's go take a look.
All right, you can pop open the door. Who opens the little crawl space door?
I assume it's going to be me just because I'm assuming Kataj is not going to fit very well.
No.
Mm-mm.
All right, give me just a dexterity save real quick.
Oh, okay. 13.
You think you see something barreling towards you, and you move out of the way as 2 to 3 rats come skittering out because they were startled by you. A bunch of cobwebs come flying out with them.
Damn
They
rats.
skitter out the door.
All right.
Well, yeah, are you just wanting to go ahead and start going through the crawl space and seeing what you can find?
Probably, yeah. I like making our way towards. I'm not sure if there's label on this side, but I want to make my way towards where I think the downstairs apartment was.
Okay, yeah. So, apartment 109, let me pull up my thing here, is actually, man, I set this up so well with this crawl space thing. It's the first apartment to
Oh.
it's right there. So you can kind of see where the pipe kind of diverts into there. So kind of ducking underneath the major pipeline, you can start following along the smaller connecting ones that go throughout the apartment.
All right.
And as Mako is going, Kitasha will will hunker down and try and go in the door sideways, while casting prestidigitation to help clear up some of the cobwebs.
Yeah, totally works. Some nice cleaning. But yeah, you can go along, and then you can get up to the part that you noticed was poorly sealed. Is there anything specific you were wanting to look at here?
I want to see if it was clearly melted from this side, or if it was from the other side. This is what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, it was definitely melted from this side. From the outside of the pipe, it was melted.
Yeah, so they definitely are looking for someone who have access to this room. Can I make my way to the other end of this hallway?
Hmm?
Can I make my way to the other end of the hallway? Or the crawl space?
Yeah, you can get to the other end of the hallway in the crawl space.
Is there any? Do I notice any other ways into this area other than through the one maintenance door?
It doesn't appear to be. You can see if you scoot a little further along. So you don't have dark vision, right?
I thought I did. Hold up.
I know at
One
least
of you
one of us
doesn't.
does.
I do not have dark vision.
Okay.
Which is
It
weird.
takes you a little bit to notice as you're kind of looking around trying to find if there's any other way in. You do notice there's a couple of spots where it kind of gets bigger to where you could actually stand, and there are ladders to take you to the upper floors if you were coming in from this crawl space. So you think there's a bit of a redundancy plan just in case something were to happen, that there's the two entrances. You think maybe there's a third entrance somewhere, but it would take you a while of searching through here and a lot of climbing.
Mm. Yeah, it definitely would have come in through the maintenance door. Is there any sign on the door of forced entry, or is it at all?
Nope.
Do I see anything else in this hallway that melted at all?
All of the melted segments that you have found, there's nothing else along the pipelines. It seems like it's a very deliberate thing.
If I have the time, I want to look at the other apartments in the line, if any of them have damaged piping.
For this, just on the ground floor?
Yeah, while I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, as you're going along, you can check inside each little area. You're not noticing any damage yet. Seems like all the pipes are perfectly, the only marks would be welding where welding was needed. Everything else seems to be in pristine condition.
Okay.
So you go through each one. But that will take you a little bit, so. Is there
Yeah.
anything Tasha and Joe are doing other than prestidigitation?
Probably just peeking it. Tasha doesn't really have any sort of light. And I'd rather not use my locate object spell.
Mm-hmm. You could just call down the hall, into the corridor and see what Mako's up to if you wanted. You think it might echo enough?
Yeah, let's do that. Mako!
I didn't do it properly.
Yeah, you can hear it echoes pretty loudly throughout it. You hear a couple rats scurry away. You don't know where they're headed.
What's up?
You good?
Yeah, just checking for other damage that hasn't just make sure that no other apartments have been affected.
Okay. Hey, Mako.
Yeah.
How's it going?
No damage so far.
Okay, that's good.
As this fun conversation continues, Joe,
Mako, you good?
Joe, you
That's
hear
what-
someone walking towards the door.
Okay, I'm still, I assume, sitting cross-legged on the floor, just manipulating tools to try and generate a lockpick so they can get access to the crawl space. Because no one told me that they had actually got access to the crawl space. So I'm just carrying on with that.
I assumed you had followed them.
No. I said I was going to make the lockpick, and then they walked off. So I was like, all right,
Are you sitting outside the room
yeah, just carrying on with my tools. Maybe, yeah. So yeah, I guess. No, I mean, if they want to call for me, I'll come. But otherwise, I'm pretty convinced that they need this lockpick.
Well, as you have been hyper focusing on this, you don't notice the figure walking up to you until excuse me? Sorry, I don't mean to bother you. I see you guys have made it into the maintenance at least. It's rolling.
Oh yeah, yes. We're following up on a few different leads.
Good. I was thinking about it, and as a good assistant manager, I should definitely, accompany you guys and help you out in any way that I can while you're going through these. So I just thought I would join you guys on the, the left side apartments if you'd like. I can also help with any of the keys that if you aren't sure which key opens what door.
Okay, thank you. That probably would be quite helpful. So this is a DM question. The left side apartments, were they the fire or the
Those were the gas.
the gas? Okay.
Those are the ones you've not gone in at all.
Okay, cool. Well, that would be helpful because we're probably going to be going there shortly. I think we're just following up a couple leads in this space. The others are just checking on something, I think. I'm not really sure.
Oh, sure. I'll go check in on them, and then once they're all good to go, we could all head over there and probably go through and we could probably start with the apartments that some of our guests are still in right now, and then there's two of them that no one's currently home, so I just thought we could just hit those last because those will be quick.
Okay, that sounds good to me. I'd like to ask, and I'm not usually direct, so sorry if this comes across strangely, but do you like working for the landlord, Mr. Norman?
Oh, yeah, I mean he's a bit intimidating at times, but yeah, not noticed anything. He doesn't usually stay on property very much. I don't really see him all that often, since he hired me. But he's just kind of distant at times. But no, I've not had any specific problems with him.
And was it he that? How did you come across the burns, or was it just from the complaints from the residents?
Yes, the from the apartments? You mean the
Yes.
gas fires and the Yeah, no, that's from the one of them happened when an attendant was not home. Um so I spotted that one because I live on site. Um but yeah, no, most of it has been the just, the residents letting me know that these things have happened or that they smelled gas or such like that.
All right. All right. Let's go catch up with the others.
Yeah, he'll walk inside. What's happening inside? Are we still doing a call back and forth?
Mako, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Roland walks in. Oh, I see. I see. We're exploring the crawl space. Is there anything that I can help with here? Hello? Are you guys good?
Was just gonna probably like make her way out of the crawl space at this point. Like, no, I think we're good. Um,
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll just reiterate. I already told your companion here. But I feel that it is my duty as the assistant manager of these apartments that I really should go through these things with you so I can be there to help in any way that I can. So yeah, I just thought I would accompany you guys with the other apartments. Just do a quick run through of them, and I can show you the spots where we think things have been an issue. But yeah.
all right.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. All right. If you'll follow me to the left side, we've got so it is apartments 110, 112, 114, 213, 210, and 310 are the ones that have been having issues. The occupants of 210 and 213 are currently not home. They are out on work occasions. Um, so, I just thought we would start and just double check in with the occupants, see if we can just do a sniff check, maybe see if there's any gas leaks that are still going on. Maybe if you wanted to look at any of the the gas lines or anything in those rooms, and then we could just hit those two empty ones at the end. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Sounds like you got it all figured out.
Oh, good. Okay, yeah. Unless there's something else that you guys wanted to do, I know this is kind of your thing. I don't want to step on any toes, and you guys know what you're doing.
Not as much as you'd think. Um,
Instilling confidence, aren't we, Joe?
oh yeah. All right. Yeah.
That's our
please.
Velma.
Please lead on, and we'll try and help in any way we can.
Okay. Here we will go to Constantine's apartment first. That is going to be 110. He's gonna jaunt his way over there. If everyone's following him, he'll go ahead and knock on the door. Just call out maintenance, and then unlock the door and open it. Do you guys walk in?
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll on the.
Kitasha will check outside for any nefarious goings on or what have you before ducking inside.
Sure. Give me a perception check.
Perception. Skills. That was almost a 13. Well, it's that's a 9.
Okay. The main thing you notice, you can still kind of see Nolan is working on some paperwork just through the like partially open window. That was where Roland's house is. Um, but you notice that none of our crow friends are here.
That's rude.
Yeah. The crows aren't nearby. But that's about all that you notice.
Oh, okay. Seems fine.
So you walk in, you turn to see working on some paperwork, sitting on his couch, or their couch, is a Warforged. This one looks more like the standard Warforged, a bit more blocky, kind of how you'd expect a Warforged. Not very, like, Kiza looks weird. I'm just putting this as a thing. Kiza does not look like a normal Warforged.
He says canonically weird.
Yeah, Kiza is canonically weird. This Warforged, very pristine metalwork. They look over at you and nod, and then go back to writing their paperwork. If any of you are about to be like, how could a Warforged smell? I have reasons.
All right. So I guess I'll walk up and say we received notes that there was some issues with gas in the area.
Yes, I noticed through through some of my sensors that there was a higher percentage of just of the gas in the air that we've been pumping through here. I noticed it specifically more towards the bathroom vents.
I see. We should probably start there then. Do you mind if we go into that room?
Please, you are the maintenance crew. Please, go ahead.
All right.
Everything is so neatly put away and as you're walking through, and you realize this Warforged probably is not here all that often.
Makes sense.
Also, Warforges don't really need much.
Yeah, they don't really sleep, do they? They like kind of just go into stasis.
Yeah, they have their stasis modes, but they don't need to eat.
True.
I don't know if I'd like that. Just to not need to eat ever again. Like, I like, it'd be convenient, but like, food is good. Anyway, alright, to the bathroom.
Roland is following behind you, ever ready to be helpful.
Alright, let's see what we can see. Maybe a bathroom sniff check and then, see if we can find any leaks or issues in the pipe.
Go ahead. Perception for checking for the smell of gas, and then an investigation check.
I'll stick with the investigation.
Is
Oh.
Kitasha doing the big sniff?
In the bedroom.
In
Big
the bedroom.
sniff.
Okay.
For the bed oven.
I'll do the bathroom sniff. We're
Nice.
Okay, that's a 7.
There is residual smell of gas in the bedroom, not very much. But you think that might be because the pipelines are connected. Mako, you're picking up a lot more of a gas smell. It's not, the room's not like filled with it or anything, but it smells, there's a smell to it. They're like, there's a gas leak somewhere. You can see that Constantine has opened the windows in this room to help air it out more. But yeah, Joe, as you're looking, you can feel along the pipeline where there is a fracture in it.
Ah. Does it appear to be, or from what I can tell, does it appear to be like just the pipe has burst naturally, or too much pressure, or something, or is it very like? Does it look like a stab or a?
Or does it look like a burn? Because it looks like a burn.
It looks like a burn. All right.
Like a burn, and it feels like a burn.
I will relay this to the group and particularly to Roland, and say, this is another case of being someone has done this using fire.
Not good, not good. Here, I've got something at least as a temporary fix until we can shut off the gas main and then come in here and fix it. And he pulls out this roll, and he's like, it works really good. It's a new invention, and he pulls off a strip of it, and rips it. He's like, go ahead. It's very sticky, and it helps seal things. Here, put this on the hole. That should help cover it up, at least for now.
Yeah, got some in-universe blue tack.
That's like duct tape right there. I
Yeah,
will,
some like gorilla
um,
tape.
I will do that, but I will also cast mending on the pipe anyway to try and seal up that gap and try and restore the pipe to what it used to be. So I'll try.
Are you gonna take the tape too, just so Roland feels better?
Yes. Yeah. So I'll put the tape on, and then I'll cast mending just in case the tape doesn't work.
Nice. Yeah, you put the tape over it, you cast mending, and Roland's just there like, okay, we got
All
this. We can fix up some more of these. I tried to find these things that I'm just, it was like all of these started coming in one after the other, and I tried to do as much maintenance as I could, but it's hard when you're the only person running the whole place and you can't hire anyone. It's fine.
Why can you not hire anyone?
Because we don't make enough money. I mean, we have enough that we can keep the gas running and make sure that, things stay in working order, but it's not, this is kind of more, he kind of looks out at the side because he's trying not to be rude. We wanted to make sure everyone could have good housing, even those that aren't in like more higher paying jobs. So that's really it's a lower income housing area.
Sure.
So we don't really make very much, but it helps make sure that everyone has a nice, home to stay in.
And I take it that Mr. Norman doesn't help you in any way.
I mean, this is his business.
Right, but does he actually help you with any of the
Well,
tasks?
he does paperwork and such, but he's got a different company that he works with, that he deals with. He owns a couple different apartment complexes around here. But he's very busy with all the ones just managing everything.
All right. So basically, it's just you.
Yeah. Yes. It's just me.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
It's
let's head on to the next one and try and put out as many more of these leaks as we can. Although if we don't catch the arsonist, whoever's doing this is going to continue.
Yes, hopefully something will come up, and then that's why I hired you guys, because you guys are really good at this sort of thing, and the guild has always been such a big help for these things, because with just how everything's gone down over the past couple of years, Scrambling Claw's been great, and he's saying this as he's leading you to the next apartment. Once again, he knocks on the door. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, ask Roland, who all has access to the maintenance crawlway?
Oh, that should be just me and Norman, whatever his name is. Me and Norman. Yeah, but again, our locks aren't super great, so I guess if someone tried to pick the locks, I mean, I could get new locks. Do you think that would be good?
locks are at most a locks only keep out honest people, so I don't think a better lock is going to do you any good. I mention it because I found tampering on the side only accessible from the maintenance area. So,
Oh.
so that I was curious if you knew if anyone would have normal access, but if it's someone breaking in, then that opens up, a whole slew of people it could be.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I'll have to. Maybe I can get one of those. He looks at Hercules. Maybe one of these like the doggies like you have. That might be good to have like a big mechanical dog and guard the doors. That might work.
He is just a prototype, but I'd like to be able to find a way to get these for everybody.
Well, that would be great. Yeah, I remember hearing about your shop, that you had a shop that you did a bunch of little mechanical things for. That's really neat. I always wanted to go into that, but I was never really any good at it. So I just adventuring wasn't my thing, or tech wasn't my thing. So management was kind of more what I landed in. But yeah, it's I've picked up quite a few different skills here as well. He said, "Oh, we're at the door. Okay." He knocks again. Maintenance! Unlocks the door. As you enter, a GIF looks at you from the stove and goes, "Oh, I'm just putting on tea. Would you like some?"
Yes.
She'll go ahead and, in a very large cup, pour you a empty amount, put a tea bag in, place it onto there. "Here you go, dear. Anyone else like some tea?"
Mako I would graciously appreciate some tea, yes.
Oh, excellent. She'll pour you a cup as well. "And you, dearie? Would you like a glass?"
No, thank you.
Oh, that's quite right. She'll look at Roland. Roland goes, "Oh, no, thank you. No, thank you. I'm all right." Okay. And she'll set up, give you both quite large cups of tea, and continue working around things.
So I was very slightly scarred there because the last time I took tea from someone in D&D, they turned out to be a hag who cursed us. So I was just reliving that a little bit in my mind and trying to assume that
You drink the tea.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah, it has a little note saying "drink me" on it or something. Okay. Yes, I will drink the tea because it is unlikely that 2 for 2 in D&D tea would be poisoned.
It's nice and minty.
Hmm.
Give me a con
Poison.
save. Hold on, give me a con
Suspicious.
save.
Suspiciously minty. All right, hang on. Character sheet.
I like to specifically bully Joe with this.
Con save. Yay. That's pretty good actually. 21.
You don't burn your tongue.
Yay.
It's quite nice tea. You probably should let it steep a little bit longer, but...
Alright. Where's the source of the... Oh, my voice. Hello. Where's the source of the leak in this place?
Give me a perception check really quick.
Perception. That's an 11.
You
Good
smell it in
cooking.
here.
That's because the stove is on, maybe. I guess I'll go up and ask. So, sorry, where is the issue in this apartment?
Oh, sorry, dearie. The main spot where I have noticed some issues has been over. If you go to behind the couch, I've noticed it a couple times over there.
Alright, I'll have a look.
Sorry, I've opened all the windows because it helps get the smell out.
Mako, could I have your help with moving the couch?
Yeah, of course.
Joe sounds so defeated.
I will. I'll do the help action for Mako. So you can roll
Oh,
the...
okay, good, because that was almost bad. That's not better. Okay, hold up.
I mean, this couch is made for a gift, so.
Can
It's
I?
made for a space person.
Is it a GIF or a GIF?
All right, that's still
That
an
is-
8. That's
No,
excellent.
no. We're going by the Shakespearean pronunciation. It's a yiff.
Yes.
Oh, okay, no, hold on. We have a rapid person in this party. We cannot bring Yif into this.
Okay. Is there anything I can do to be better at this? I don't think so.
You
It's
can ask for
fine.
help.
You know what? You know what, Mako?
I already got help is the thing.
We both look at Kitasha. Help!
Does Kitasha go try to move the furniture?
Sure. What is it? Strength.
Yeah.
My +0. Here we go. Just let me roll. There we go.
Oh,
Not really.
No one can move the couch.
Roland looks at it defeated. He doesn't even try.
All right.
Oh,
Hug
sorry,
it.
dearies. Let me move that for you. Very easily, this gift woman comes over and just moves the couch.
Thank you.
You feel justified because it is made for a, anthropomorphic hippo.
All right. Thank you. Let's
Oh, you're quite welcome, dearie.
Task at hand. All right. Let's look at the.
Investigations, you don't need it at this point. You know what you're looking for. Once again, you can find another break in it where it's clearly been melted.
Yep.
Another very small hole. Roland, ever so ready to help out, comes to you with a piece of this adhesive that he's got, very excited.
I will accept it, and he will be none the wiser.
Yes. He thinks he's doing a great job.
He is doing a great job.
He's doing his best.
And then with that, you guys continue on.
What would I have to roll to do some red string theory? Because a
Some
lot
red-
of these breaks have been happening behind couches. So I'm just curious if there's like a through line with that.
Well, I assume this one would also be a maintenance tunnel access because, if it's the same as the previous one that was behind the couch, then it would only be accessible from the maintenance tunnel. Track there.
Either that or it's a lot of fire hazards in general because people are putting furniture right in front of vents.
What do you want to roll to do red string? Oh dear, I nearly broke the glass on my desk. That's fine. Don't
That's
worry,
not
metal
fine.
dice. Metal dice fell on it really hard.
Metal
This is
metal
fine.
dice is heavy. Wow.
Wow.
Can I get into the killer's mind by rolling insight?
You can try.
All right, here we go. That's a 4. So that is 9 plus 3, so 12.
Okay, you know what? For a 12, I will give you a little bit here.
Give me
Thinking
them
about
nugs.
it, places where, people spend a lot of their time when they're at home. So, they're nice, relaxing furniture, or, while they're cooking or having a bath or relaxing in bed. These are all very, the normal hangouts for certain people, and some people tend to spend more time in those spots. So you think maybe maybe that's why the damage has been. Maybe these are spots these people spend more time in.
Okay.
I think our arsonist is bad. Just out of the blue. After Katasha's been quiet for a bit.
I'm inclined to agree.
I think they're a really bad person.
The sooner we find
I
them.
think they hate houses. I think. I don't know. It's a theory I'm working on.
It makes sense.
Alright. Yeah, makes sense.
Mhm.
You drink your tea. You are, thanked by a wonderful, wonderful gift woman. And so you leave, you head to 114. Same situation happens, you knock. An auto gnome answers the door. Greets you. Lets you in. Once again, if you do the same as you were, you can find a gas leak. This time it is in the bedroom. Connected to the bed heater. That's been causing some problems. So, Roland gives you the tape. You put that there and you secretly mend it underneath.
Yep.
After that, so you finished the bottom floor, and Roland's gonna go, okay, so now we have the Huppins family is up on the third floor. They were the ones who had a gas leak, and then there is the two where both occupants are currently out at their jobs. So yeah, should probably just check in with the Huppins and then go check out those other two, or is there anything else that you guys need?
I'm happy to follow that lead. Yeah, let's just continue on as we have been.
Oh, okay. He'll start marching up the stairs. Please give me a perception check, everyone.
Oh, the
Steps.
perceptions check. Is it going to explode?
Uh-oh.
Ew.
That's a botch.
Okay,
No one
that's a little
notices
better.
anything.
Oh
No.
no.
You keep going.
Everything's fine.
Everything is fine. As you go up to the third floor, you go to apartment 310. Once again, you knock on the door. Roland shouts out maintenance, unlocks the door, and you walk in to see a family of bullywugs who are, there's like 3 or 4 children, and there's a mother who is trying to corral them off to a corner. Oh, yes, hello. You're here to work on the gas leak?
That's right.
Okay. Yeah, our gas leak has been mainly in the bedroom. If you wouldn't mind, it should be all cleared up in there. I tried to keep it as clean, but children.
Yeah. All right. Let's go check out the bedroom.
Alrighty. You go in there. This room has a bed that fills almost the entire room.
Okay.
Oh, they got that Alaska King going on.
Yeah. So it's a little bit trickier to get to the. Sorry, I rubbed something into my eyes. This is fine. A little more difficult to get to the actual vent and pipeline. But you can still manage. Joe, do you want to take a look at it?
Yeah. Investigate.
Mhm.
That is an 11.
All right, as you're checking this one, this is a much larger break than the other ones have been.
All right. This one's a lot worse. I don't know if it's intention. Like, it's obviously intentional. I don't know if it's intentionally worse than the others, or whether this is just a continuation of what we've been discovering so far.
Roland nods and looks at the strip of tape, pulls a couple more, hands them to you, very determined.
I'll see what I can do. I'm actually just going to check the rules for mending real quick.
Okay.
Any single break or tear in an object, as long as it's no larger than 1 foot in any dimension, I can successfully mend it, leaving no trace of former damage.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool. All right. Between that and the tape, I'll probably look to do that.
Okay. Yeah, you should be able to patch that all up. The bedrooms don't really have a good airflow. There's a small window up towards the right above the bed, but there's still not been great airflow, so you can kind of more smell the gas sort of in the air here.
Not great. Okay, I think this one's done now.
Rolling the nod. Okay. Yeah, right this way, and we'll go down to the 2 downstairs. You guys can
Alright.
leave. Start walking. I'd like another perception check from everyone.
Mm-hmm. That
Oh,
20.
that's much better.
Yeah, 13 for me.
16.
Total of 26.
Hey.
Joe, I would like you to make me a reflex save real quick.
So a dex.
Yeah.
21.
Okay. As Roland goes to put the key into the door, you are hit with such a wave of such a strong gas smell. And you realize as he's going to unlock this door that something is about to happen. So you run to grab him right as he unlocks the door and pull him away. I would like dex saves from everyone once again, as both rooms on the second floor explode.
Oh.
That's a 15.
Should I keep this?
I get to
Should I keep
add
this dex save, or should I roll again?
You roll again, because that was to save Roland from just getting hit by this.
Alright, okay.
Ooh.
Does 15 pass?
15 does pass, 22 does pass. And
And...
because of your save for Roland, your 10 will pass.
Okay.
But you will take some partial damage as you are avoiding this flame that ricochets by you. Okay, you will take 3 damage, Joe. Double check Roland's. Okay. Roland does get burned a little bit, but not terribly, as this fire is now raging in these 2 rooms.
Alright.
Cool.
Uh,
Kitasha's gonna cast Mage Armor.
Mhm.
And get that extra little bit of AC.
I look over at Roland and say, is there a way of getting running water into there?
Roland's in shock.
Okay, cool.
Alright.
I'm gonna just be frank with you. This is a civilian who did not expect this to happen.
Yep.
Do we happen
I'm
to
just-
know if the other apartments had like decent water pressure in either their bathroom or their like kitchen?
Yes,
All right.
they had decent water.
Mako's gonna like cover over her like nose and mouth and then charge in to try and get to whichever's closer, either the sink or the bathroom.
I cast Heroism on Mako, which will give you 4 temporary hit points per round that you're in there.
Nice.
Alrighty.
And Kitasha, after casting Mage Armor when she's able to, will also cast Locate Object for the source.
Of the explosion?
Yeah.
Um, in fact, don't worry about doing that. Could you just give me a perception check?
A perception check. Plus.
I'll give you advantage on it.
Okay, 12.
You can keep that 4. You can keep that 4 for the
Oh,
next
thank you.
one as well.
Oh, much better. Okay, so 21.
You hear something and you turn your head above the burning and you can see Arthur Norman, who has, at the same moment everything exploded, snapped his fingers. And he's staring you dead in the eyes. Would everyone like to roll initiative?
Get him.
All these dang adventuring kits give you a bunch of tinderboxes and torches, but they don't give you anything for putting out fire. That is an 8 for Kitasha.
I got the water skin, but that's not going to be very much.
It should hold a gallon.
Yeah, 13 for me.
4 pints, yeah.
Kimiko, 13. Joe with a 9. Tasha with an 8.
We're so good.
Alrighty. Start of the initiative round. I'm gonna let us play this out a little bit until actually 11:30 because we started late. Yeah, Mako, it is your turn currently.
I still think I need to keep going to get.
You don't know what's happening outside.
That's fair, yeah. So I'm still charging in to get water, and to like try and get some of this stuff, this fire put down. Can I do like an athletics check to like sprint over to probably like I think like does the bathroom have I think if there would be like a sprayer or something like that, but probably not. Like just get water running kind of thing.
The sink had a sprayer.
Okay, then yeah, I want to sprint over to the sink and then just try and start getting some stuff down.
Alrighty. Go ahead and roll that athletics.
That is a crit. Crit
Nice.
26.
Beautiful. Beautifully done. Majestic as you rush towards this sink and grab a hold of it, turn on the water, and start trying to spray down some of the fire.
Alright.
You're actually able to get a decent amount of it. It looks like once the gas had caught fire, it's burned itself out pretty quickly.
Okay, and how much of the fire is like caught onto the furniture and stuff like that?
There are small sparks, little patches of fire on anything that was fabric. So there's spots of the carpet that are still burning, parts of the couch. But you should be able to get that in about a turn or two.
Okay,
You've gotten
yeah.
the first half of it done, but this next turn you'll just need to go ahead and focus on that and you can get it done. Next
Alright.
up is Joe.
Does Joe see Norman as well?
What was your original perception?
Like either 14 or something from a few rows ago.
Yeah. Yeah, you see Norman. You see him standing there. Roland has passed out.
Yeah. Yeah. How far away is he from me?
He is probably about 20 feet. He's also a floor below you, so.
So how easy is it for me to like jump down?
You are looking about a 20-foot jump.
Ooh, that's quite far. You know what? I'm going to start with just range. I'm going to throw my spear at him.
Okay.
Let's just see how that goes. 22 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Nice. 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And then... Okay, I pull the spear back for it to land in my hand, and I call down to him and say, "Get up here and deal with the consequences of your actions. Stop running away."
Okay. Kutasha, it's your turn.
So this is my favorite spell today. Technically, with prestidigitation, I can snuff out a small campfire. Can I just spam that? Just slowly snuff out the fire.
You can. Are you going to the same room that Mako was in, or are you going to the other one?
I think I'm gonna start where I am because I'm pretty sure I'm right by Roland, and Roland's just a baby.
Yeah, he is just a baby.
Just serving diaper. So Kitasha's gonna go around and make sure that like there's no fire around him, with the theoretical understanding that fire won't reburn in a place where it's already burned. So we'll like start there. It's a very slow process. It is a small campfire's worth of fire, no more than 1 cubic foot per action. So it's just taking a while. But she feels useful. She doesn't have any water spells yet. So and this doesn't feel like it's elemental fire, so she can't like talk to it. So
Yeah,
she's just doing her best.
her best.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, you can.
Actually, she'll do that for her action, and then bonus action, she'll start yelling at the fire in Primordial. Because Primordial also counts the what is it for like the fire Ifrit dialect that is Primordial.
Ignan.
Yeah, I was like, all I could think was iguana, but I knew that was not it.
Probably not iguana.
No. So, in Ignan, you're the closest thing that Kitasha can pronounce. She's telling it to simmer down.
Okay, that is beautiful, and I adore
And that it
Kitasha.
is smothering smothering everybody.
Beautiful. Okay, and that's your turn then?
That is Kitasha's turn.
All right, and we're gonna end this with Arthur's turn. And he's gonna look at you, Joe, who just threw the spear at him. You should have burned down with your shop. And he's gonna cast Firebolt.
Okay. I will dodge it with my amazing reflexes.
Hold on. That is a 14.
That will miss.
It strikes beside your head.
I just cleaned that!
And he's gazing at you with such a hatred and malice and glee. And that's where we'll end the episode.